Hey guys, I'm here. And today I'm honored to be sitting down with Mr. Olympia and Hollywood superstar Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold, thanks for being here today. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Hey, listen, guys, we'll dive right into it. Tell us about the first rule of success. So the first rule of success is to have a vision. You see, if you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you drift around and you never end up anywhere. I mean, as you know, I was born in 1947 in Austria after the Second World War. So I was very fortunate that I stumbled under my vision. And I really didn't like Austria when I grew up. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I couldn't see myself becoming a farmer or a worker in a factory or anything like that. Even though my parents wanted me to stay there and have a normal life, but that was their vision, not mine. My vision was totally different. I felt that I was born for something special, for something unique, for something big. Then one day, when I was in school, I remember was 11 years old, they showed a documentary about America. There they showed the documentary, the huge skyscrapers, the high-rises, the huge bridges, the 6-lane freeways, and all of this stuff in this. I said, that's where I want to be. I don't want to be around here with these little farmhouses and these little buildings. I want to be in America one day. So right away, I went to school. After school, I walked by a store in Graz. So I went inside and I looked around, and then I saw a magazine. It was a bodybuilding magazine that had Reg Park on the cover. Reg Park was then a 3-time Mr. Universe, and I saw him on the big screen as Hercules. I read that and I said to myself, wow, this is the blueprint for my life. This is exactly what I want to do. I want to become a bodybuilding champion just like Reg Park. I want to get into movies just like Reg Park. And I want to make millions of dollars and be rich and famous just like Reg Park. Do you know how great it felt that I knew where I was going? Imagine the majority of people don't know where they're going. I knew where I was going, that I'm going to become a bodybuilding champion just like him. So it was just a question of how do you do it? I was so relieved because when you have a goal, when you have a vision, everything becomes easy. So people always ask me when they saw me in the gym in the pumping iron days, they say, why is it that you're working out so hard? 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day. And I told people all the time, I said, because to me, I'm shooting for gold. In front of me is the Mr. Universe title. So every rep that I do gets me closer to accomplishing that core to make this core, this vision turn into reality. Every single set that I do, every repetition, every weight that I lift will get me a step closer to turn the score into the reality. So I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound squat. I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound bench press. I couldn't wait to do another 2,000 reps of sit-ups. I couldn't wait for the next exercise. With the age of 20, I went to London and I won the Miss Universe contest as the youngest Mr. Universe ever. And it was because I had a goal. That's why I said when you have a goal, when you have a vision, everything is easy. So the very first rule of success is have a vision. But now let's talk about the second rule of success. The second rule of success is if you have a goal, and you have a vision, you've got to have patience. You see, Many people think that it happens overnight. They don't understand that there's a formula to success. And the formula to success is to take your goal and divide it by the time frame in which you want to accomplish it. If you want to accomplish it in a short period of time, you must put double the effort in. If you want to accomplish it in a longer period of time, you put in a regular amount of effort to reach your goal. So if you think about it, it takes years to get to the top. You see, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't matter whether you're talking about bodybuilding or acting or any other business. It doesn't matter what it is. If you think about it, it takes years to get to the top. So, I was bodybuilding for many years before I won my first championship. And then I started in the movie business. I started doing small movies. The first movie I ever did was Hercules in New York. It wasn't really a movie. It was a TV movie. Then I did another one, Stay Hungry. Then I did another one called The Villain. These were all low-budget movies. Then all of a sudden I got my break with Conan the Barbarian. So it took me 10 years to get to Conan the Barbarian. And then from Conan the Barbarian, I was on the map. So it's a similar formula in bodybuilding. So if you think about it, if I would have been discouraged or impatient and quit bodybuilding after 5 years because I didn't make it yet, I would have never accomplished what I did. So it's all about the patience. But sometimes people are not patient enough. And then they come up to me and they say, Arnold, what's the secret? How did you become so successful? And I say, it's the secret of patience. It's the secret of discipline. And most importantly, it's the secret of hard work. Many people think it's going to happen by wishing for it. Many people think it's going to happen by dreaming about it. No, you've got to work for it. You've got to put in the hard work. That's what separates the people that are successful from the ones that are not. Think about it. When I was going through all the ups and downs in my career, I had the support of my wife. And I remember one day she was reading the newspaper and she saw this article. The best paid actor in Hollywood is such and such. And I'm making $1,000 a week. She said to me, Arnold, I think you should quit acting and go back to bodybuilding. Because in bodybuilding, at least you can make money. You can do exhibitions. You can make money in the endorsements. You can make money in the gyms. At least you make some money. And then she said, but in Hollywood, you're not making any money. You should quit and go back to bodybuilding. So I remember I laid down in bed and I said to myself, no, this is not going to happen. I'm going to make it in Hollywood. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of patience. And then a few years later, I was the highest paid actor in Hollywood. So think about that. Sometimes it just takes a bit of time. You just need that patience. And don't be discouraged. Don't be impatient. Be patient and wait for your time. Your time will come. It's just a matter of time. So rule no. 2 is patience. Now, let's talk about the third rule of success. And the third rule of success is the importance of a positive attitude. To me, my philosophy is very simple. If you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all. I don't believe in complaining. Complaining is contagious. You see someone else complaining, you start complaining. Next thing you know, you're all complaining together. It's better to keep your mouth shut than to complain, because complaining is a waste of energy. Complaining is a waste of time. Complaining doesn't get you anywhere. So I truly believe that if you have a positive attitude, if you always look for the positive side of things, it puts a magnet around you that attracts more positivity. So it's very important to have a positive attitude. I've seen too many people that have a negative attitude. They're always finding excuses. They're always blaming others. And I've seen that in bodybuilding. I've seen that in acting. I've seen that in politics. People always find an excuse. They always blame the circumstances. They blame other people. They blame whatever. And they never look at themselves and say, you know what? I'm the problem. I'm the one that needs to fix it. I'm the one that needs to improve. I'm the one that needs to train harder. Instead, they're pointing their finger somewhere else. And that is the worst thing that you can do. The people that have achieved greatness always looked inward. They always said, you know what? I'm the problem. I'm the one that needs to fix it. So this is the third rule of success, is having a positive attitude. Be optimistic. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. I've always believed that I could do it. And when I believed in myself, I started believing in myself. That's why it's so important that you look within and you say, you know what? I can do it. I am the person that I want to be. I am the person that I dream to be. I'm the person that I'm going to be. So it's all about your attitude. So this is the third rule of success. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.